Hello, my name is Samar Mrabit. I am an experienced teacher from Tunisia. I have been working as an English teacher for a little over 10 years now. I have taught a variety of students ranging from adults to children to teenagers, also of different backgrounds and professions as well. I am currently teaching at an international school in Tunis. The school runs under the IB system. I enjoy teaching and I have been teaching since a young age, and teaching for me has always been the only thing in mind. It's the only thing that I see myself doing, and it has always interested me to know what actually goes on in our brain when we're actually learning. And this was emphasized by my master's in TESOL degree, in which I learned about the different teaching methodologies, how to approach learners, how to approach language acquisition as a whole. So this was really interesting to actually know theoretically and scientifically what goes on into the mind. And this also has led me to create my own perception of teaching and what teaching and learning actually is. I perceive that learners are independent individuals who are responsible for their learning journey. And the teacher is a mere guide and mentor. The teacher is there to motivate and provide the tools to reach the ultimate learning goals. And this realization actually made my teaching experience very meaningful. I don't teach only to teach, I teach to see the results. I want to see my learners grow and I want to see them evolve. And I also feel like I have created my own vision because I have been teaching for so long, and I have also a varied experience because I worked with a variety of learners of every single age, every single background, and every single profession. And this has given me so much that I actually have my own perception of what teaching is about. And to go to the point of why I chose this particular program in Japan is that because I admire the country's commitment first to education, discipline, and also lifelong learning. And at the same time, I also want to learn from the Japanese culture and actually become an active member of the Kobe college community. I also believe that cultural exchange is a two-way process. Like, while I will also share my culture, my language, and my experience with students. This is what I have done during my previous international experiences, where I exposed or I introduced my culture to other cultures, and it was shocking for some, it was interesting for others, and it was also not very interesting to some as well. And seeing this reaction has also opened my eyes a lot about multicultural contexts. I worked in in an international school in Brazil, where I was exposed to what we call the project-based learning. This whole school works under this system, and it was really interesting to see how important having independent learners is in this context. Learners are motivated, they're always curious, they always want to learn, they always want to know what's going on the other side, and this is exactly what I have gotten from this experience. Apart from that, I have also worked as a teacher in the US in a university. Within the Fulbright program, I taught Arabic language to learners in the university level in the USA. This experience has also taught me a lot, especially about cultural exchange. And I didn't realize that people have very little information about my country, about Tunisia, about my culture, about who we actually are. And being there felt very empowering because I had a lot of tools, and I had also the context, and I had the position to share this culture, and it was very successful because I actually conducted a like different series of events that I created personally in the university, where I introduced students as well as staff and faculty to my culture, music, food, art, language, clothes, traditions, etc., etc. Talking about music, I am also a music teacher, part-time. I work at a private music school and have been working there for a little over 10 years also, and which makes me a perfect fit to contribute to your extracurricular activities, which are very interesting to me. And I think that extracurricular activities encourage students to use English in a meaningful and enjoyable way as well by doing other things, which takes us back to the idea of learning through doing and through task based learning. So music can be a subject in which we can actually use English in a meaningful way out of the normal hours of school. And I also see that these 2 years are also more than a mere teaching position. They are more of an opportunity to make a positive contribution to students' lives. And 2 years, I think, are good enough for me to see the evolution in my students, to see their confidence develop and using English in a broader understanding of the world. And this is very, very important to me. And this cannot happen in just 1 year or a few months. So that's why this program for me is a perfect fit, because what starts in this year can be seen in the next year. You can actually see them evolve. And this is, for me, is really crucial. So I really thank you very much for considering my application. I do have one question, which is concerning my, let's say, space, or how much space do I have in creating curriculum or in creating lessons. So this for me is an important point. I want to know, like, how much freedom do I have in terms of designing creative activities and designing lessons in general. Thank you so much for your time and patience, and thank you for considering my application.